Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students of class 11 of Alhajj Sarwar Degree College, Assalamu alaikum. I am Mollick Nurul Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Alhajj Sarwar Degree College, Shenhati, Dikholia, Khulna. My dear students, I hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Look at this slide. Today I shall take a class on voice change. Today I shall take a class on voice change. You have to change sentences from active voice to passive voice or from passive voice to active voice in your examination. Look at the slide. In the active voice, the subject of the sentence is the doer of the work. For example, the student speaks the truth. Here, the student is subject and the doer of the action. In passive voice, the subject is not the doer of the work. The work is done. Read the example. The truth is spoken by the student. So, my dear student, from this slide, you have learnt about the conception of active voice and passive voice. Now, let us discuss the change of active voice into passive voice in assertive sentence. Look at the slide. There are several structures of assertive sentences. In assertive sentences, we find three types of principal verb or finite verbs. They are transitive verb, intransitive verb, and linking verb. Look at this slide. In this slide, you can see three structures of assertive sentence. Read from the last. Number 3. Subject plus linking verb plus complement. Read the example. Some students are intelligent. This sentence will not be changed into passive as linking verb are is used here. We cannot change the linking verb into passive form. Read the other structure. Number 2. Subject plus intransitive verb plus adverbial. Read the example. Some students play in the field. The sentence will not be changed into passive as here the finite verb play is used as an intransitive verb. The intransitive verb is not changed into passive voice. Read the first structure. Subject plus transitive verb plus object. Read the example. Some students play cricket. Here, play is used as the transitive verb. In this sentence, cricket is object and some students is subject. This sentence will be changed into passive form. So only the structure subject plus transitive verb plus object will be changed into passive voice in assertive sentence. Linking verb and intransitive verb are not changed into passive form. So from this slide you have learned about the basic structures of assertive sentence. My dear students, you will only change the transitive verb into passive form. Intransitive verb and linking verb will not be changed into passive form. Look at this slide. Traits of passive voice of assertive sentence. Number 1. The object of active voice will be the subject of passive voice. Number 2. The subject of active voice will be used after by of the passive voice in the objective form. Number 3. Principal verb of active voice will be changed into past participle form in the passive voice, and a particular form of be verb will be added before the past participle form of verb according to tenses. Number 4. If the subject of active voice is pronoun, the pronoun will be changed into objective form in the passive voice, and in this case noun will remain the same. For example, I is changed into me, we is changed into us, you is changed into you, he is changed into him, she is changed into her, and they is changed into them. But noun like Rohim, the student, etc. will not be changed after by in the passive voice. Look at this slide. Here you can see name of tense, helping verb in the active voice, and helping verb in the passive voice. My dear student, read the slide and try to understand the slide. In present indefinite tense, the passive form of verb will be am oblique is oblique are plus past participle form of verb. In past indefinite tense, the passive verb is formed with was oblique were plus past participle form of verb. In future indefinite tense, the passive verb is shall be oblique will be plus past participle form of verb. Look at the present continuous tense. The passive verb is am oblique is oblique are plus being plus past participle form of verb. In past continuous tense, was being oblique were being plus past participle form of verb will be used in passive voice. In future continuous tense, the passive form of verb will be being oblique shall be being plus past participle form of verb. Now look at the perfect tense. In present perfect tense, have oblique has plus been plus past participle form of verb is used in the passive voice. In past perfect tense, had been plus past participle form of verb is used in passive voice. Shall have been oblique will have been plus past participle form of verb will be used in the passive voice of future perfect tense. Now look at the present perfect continuous tense. Passive verb is have been being oblique has been being plus past participle form of verb. In past perfect continuous tense, had been being plus past participle form of verb will be used in the passive voice. In future perfect continuous tense, shall have been being oblique will have been being plus past participle form of verb will be used in the passive voice. My dear students, from this slide you have learnt about the construction of passive verb in different tenses in assertive sentence. Look at this slide. Here I have written some examples of assertive sentence for practice. You have to change all these assertive sentences into passive form. Number 1. I eat rice. Change this sentence into passive. Try yourself. The answer will be rice is eaten by me. Number 2. They play football. Change this sentence into passive. The answer will be football is played by them. As present indefinite tense is used here. Read number 3. We are digging a canal. As present continuous tense is used here, the passive form will be a canal is being dug by us. Read example number 4. He has done the work. Passive form will be the work has been done by him. Read example number 5. He killed the bird. As past indefinite tense is used here, the passive sentence will be the bird was killed by him. Read example number 6. They were flying a kite. The passive sentence is a kite was being flown by them. Past continuous tense is used here. Read number 7. I had written the letter. The letter had been written by me is the passive form of this assertive sentence. Look at this slide. Here you see some more examples of assertive sentences. Change all these sentences into passive yourself. My dear students, today you have learned the change of active assertive sentence into passive form. In this pandemic situation, stay at home and continue your studies. For the excessive spread of coronavirus, our country is in lockdown situation. In this time, we must follow the rules of health prescribed by the government. We must stay at home. We must maintain social distance to break the chain of spreading the virus. Every person will wear mask as the virus will not be transferred from one person to another person. We must avoid any gathering. We must wash our hands with soap again and again as virus comes to our hand when we touch anything. We We must not touch our face, eye, and nose with our hands without washing with soap for 20 seconds. In this pandemic situation, everybody will be careful for his own safety. Awareness of self safety can prevent the spread of coronavirus. My dear students, awareness of self safety can prevent the spread of coronavirus. I pray to Almighty Allah for your safety in this pandemic situation. You will also pray to Almighty Allah for us. I end today's online English class here. Thank you all. Allah Hafiz.